My name is Kutani Ware. I am the fourth generation of Seikou Kiln. Our kiln has operated for over 100 years, and the second generation adopted the current name. So I'm the third Seikou generation, but the fourth of the kiln.
So today, Kitano-san is currently showing us this place, and then we will get to know Kutani.
Our products are lined up around us. Almost all of them are produced using printing techniques. When people hear printing, they often assume it means cheap or low cost. It's true that this keeps manufacturing costs down. However, the work is actually quite technical, beyond merely printing. Of course, we make sure to maintain high standards of quality. I've arranged a variety of products here for reference. Actually, for printing on ceramic, we don't print directly onto the piece. First, we create a flat decal-like transfer on paper, then apply it to the piece and fire in the kiln. That's the process.
So these two plates are before and after firing.
So, these two dishes are before and after firing. No matter what kind of item we're making, we first have to lay the design out flat. You can better understand the paint we use by touching this piece. It is quite thick and textured.
So you create a 2D version.
We call these traditional Japanese pigments wa-enogu. The colours are completely different before firing and after firing. Can you tell?
Worlds apart, only the red remains.
You can't see the black lines. Simply put, it's similar to adhering coloured glass to the surface of ceramics. Black lines are seen through the filter of coloured glass. We need to apply the coloured pigment quite thickly for it to be the right shade. This is true of both hand-painted artisan work and printed pieces. Let me show you around the company. Let's move to the next location. This is our overglaze firing furnace, basically a kiln. We produce Kutani Ware through a division of labour. We source ceramics from manufacturers, apply the design and deliver the final product. In total, we have 15 kilns. All of these are kilns for overglaze firing. 15 units is the largest scale of Kutani Ware. Many pieces don't turn out well if the artisans apply the transfers and we just fire them. The embossed transfer papers are fairly thick, so air bubbles and moisture get trapped easily. So even if the transfer looks like it has been aptly applied, many errors appear after firing. Overall, this happens in about 20 to 30% of pieces. Sometimes it's 100%. Failure isn't really accurate. We produce pieces with this expectation built in. I'll show you the kinds of errors. Can you tell? The colour has dropped out. The colour doesn't stick where air bubbles and moisture collect. We do not classify these as substandard items and discard them because we recognise that this issue inevitably occurs during production. So what we do next is correct all of them by hand. This can't be fixed by printing. We use a grinder to sand down the areas where the colour is damaged. Then an artisan paints by hand. We redraw the lines with a brush and apply the colour on top again. This piece has already been fixed. Next we can put it back into the kiln and fire it again. After that, the fixes become indistinguishable.
My name is Tomoki Kitano, and I'm doing the senior director in this Seikou. And with my older brother, and me is the younger brother. We have the two brothers. And this is the Seikou is our family business. Kutani industry has 360 years ago.
Oh wow!
We started the Kutani was started, and then the craftsman went to learn how to make porcelain to the Arita area.
Arita, so they went to Arita and come back. Okay.
Then the art area, arita and the hasami area have the very well, technical, and they have a technique to make a very sensitive shape. It's
Yeah.
the body, body making technique. And we know how that in the Kutani industry that there not such a big technique. We don't know. We can develop a technical shape of the bodies
Yeah.
in that time, and then we cover the such a less technical body shape, and they started to think about the painting all over the body
Interesting.
to see the like but it show itself more attractive. It's like a make for a woman.
Interesting.
But nowadays we have various kind of Kutani design, and like more modern and with extremely is colorless Kutani there is.
Colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we the Seikou follow the more traditional Kutani style. We make a products that are like oriented to the classical Kutani style, colorway and whatnot.
I also remember one time, I don't know where exactly, but maybe like some modern fashion brands. I walk in and trying to do shopping, and I saw Kutani collaboration, and I was like, wow, because I have this image of Kutani being really expensive. It's only for selective person, but I think that perspective has changed, and it's more like even me at the time, maybe the mid-20s, was like, oh wow, like Kutani is actually really cool. I think that perspective has changed, not only me but a lot of people in our age as well. It's interesting.
Yeah, that's what we are trying to do. So to reach the people as many as we can, and this must be ageless. The genderless.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what we hope. That if we can, we don't develop the products as character collaboration items, we cannot reach the people, the who likes these characters, and not only character because we just want to make a chance to see and touch the Kutani Ware. That's all.
お邪魔します。失礼します。こんにちは。すみません。
This is our product development area. As I showed you earlier, for Kutani Ware, we first have to make the design two-dimensional. For a cup like this, for example, we first need to create a mould. This is partially used, but to make the mould, we use the sheet material like this one. If you touch it, you'll see it's quite thick. This is the sheet we developed to print on pigments. It looks black on screen, but the black later becomes red. Then we begin to apply on top the Kutani style glass-based colours I showed you earlier, like this.
So when you are developing the new pigment, what kind of like challenges that you have to overcome, but it also became your breakthrough?
割と九谷焼のデザインって
Kutani Ware designs are not very high resolution, so there are limitations. Because of that, it can be quite difficult to faithfully reproduce externally provided designs. So, when we work on collaboration pieces, we always re-edit the submitted designs, on our end, specifically for Kutani Ware. I'm not sure if breakthrough is the right word, but the challenging part is that we don't always have the prior experience. Sometimes a design comes in where we instinctively feel it probably isn't possible, but then we challenge ourselves to see how far we can push each detail, and it turns out unexpectedly well. Other times, it's the opposite, and it doesn't turn out well. It's more accurate to say our range of expression expands through repeated trial and error, and the designs we can handle have increased with our experience.
So when a design is brought in, you redraw it yourself, including the lines, From scratch?
Yes, that's right. Collaborating with designers is one thing. When it comes to things like Japanese characters, IP-related content like sports, team logos, if someone was looking for highly graphic, ultra-high resolution expression, then there's no real need to collaborate with Kutani Ware. We also advise clients on this. For Kutani Ware collaborations, the strengths of both parties need to be highlighted. If we look at the submitted designs and don't feel a necessity for it to become Kutani Ware, we communicate this honestly to the client. On the other hand, we try challenging ourselves and re-edit designs we feel could hold allure as Kutani Ware. That's our approach. We mainly work with classical designs, but creating these alone doesn't allow us to grow, and our pieces would end up becoming repetitive. I'm actually not great at drawing from scratch. Instead, I reference motifs and patterns found in everyday life, and think about what might be interesting when expressed with Kutani pigments. Every day, I think about which designs would bring out the best allure for Kutani pigments. Rather than draw an image that appears in my head, I think, I'll edit this motif because it might have a nice feel with Japanese pigments.
So your inspiration comes from everyday life.
Yes, I think about this all the time. This is the film for the layers of black lines. This one is light green, I think. And this one is green. We output one sheet for each of the layers required. These are leaves. This black part, when we actually print, we have to align all the layers. They have to be matched up when printing. So for 16 layers, all these leaves have to line up.
Can I touch it?
Yes.
This isn't bumpy or raised.
After outputting these films, then we create screens used for printing. Only the black parts from before are cut out. This is the screen used for screen printing. The concept is the same for all ceramics.
So the colored area is a film?
Yes, nothing will appear there. Next, we set the finished screen in place and apply a paste-like pigment that's been dissolved in oil.
You just mentioned the word world.
That's a lot of pigment. Then we use the large rubber blade on top. Do you see it? That's called a squeegee, and it slides across the screen like that. This way, the pigment only passes through where the holes are. In recorded history, the world has shared a culture of eating from breakable ware. There are so many other materials like metal, plastic and carbon. These don't break, but for some reason, people worldwide still eat from breakable ware. Because of that, I believe this feature of our DNA will probably continue far into the future. My answer is that I want to continue making beautiful tableware that takes advantage of the vivid Kutani Ware colours for many years to come. To do that, branding is essential. But I also want to share Kutani Ware with the world.
You just mentioned the word world. Kutani Ware is certainly very popular in Japan. For fans overseas or those just discovering Kutani Ware, what aspects do you want them to enjoy?
At first glance, it is very bold, vividly decorated tableware. However, people's opinions may differ on ease of use as everyday tableware. Some people might find them a bit difficult to use, but the fact is, having a variety of dishes on the table makes it very vibrant and lively. People often say that a plate is a canvas for food. For people bad at plating, it's an amazing canvas. Simply placing the food on it can make the cuisine look appealing. Also, if you look around the world, there really aren't pieces with texture like Kutani Ware. The feel of Japanese pigments we use is truly unique. You won't find ceramics anywhere else that express their identity this strongly. Due to this, we're not well suited to large-scale production and mass-market consumption. But for us, it is an honour to protect this craft so people around the world can use Kutani Ware.